about, Mr. Hewitt?
Twitter.
What about Twitter?
Very strange place, Twitter, isn't it?
It's it's amazing. It's like I feel like an alien that's stole some humans and put them in a zoo, and we're just looking at, and they're not acting like humans anymore because they're trapped in a zoo. So they're just sort of flailing around and walking in circles, and you're like,
see, Twitter isn't just the domain of snowflakes and TRAs and baldy old gammons such as myself. No. I found out there's another group that want to make themselves part of the alphabeti spaghetti that is LGBTQ plus.
K. I'd like K to be there, please. That'll be a patriarchy party.
It's not K. It's a group that are on Twitter. Groups. Maps. NOMAPs. PCMAPs. Pedophiles.
What's a PCMAP?
Pro contact. Oh yeah. See, I fell down a fucking rabbit hole on Twitter. And I have found that not only do pedophiles openly come together on the platform, they have allies.
Yeah.
Now, maps are minor attracted persons. No maps are non-offending minor attracted persons. So maps might be offending. And pro contact say they're not into child abuse because they think it can be consensual. Now, I've been seeing maps saying we shouldn't let the antis, because the rest of us, also known as society, are the antis. We're very unreasonable. We shouldn't let the antis attack the pro-C because they're part of our movement. Some maps are very vocal, saying, no, we don't want the pro-Cs anywhere near us. Obviously giving themselves slightly higher status of a better class of paedophile. And then you have the allies who say they're not paedophiles, but support their ass because these people don't act on it. It's their sexuality. It can't be helped. They're victims. And if you speak out against paedophiles, you're a bigot.
Yeah.
Now, I've been following the conversations because I've been very interested to know why it is paedophiles think it's okay to break cover and be out in the open now and insult people who go, hang on, you want to fuck kids, you're a wrong 'un. And, there's all these people going, well, you can have consensual sex as a child. And this is their words. I had a sexual relationship when I was 8 years old till 10 years old. I was fine. Now, the person that said he was fine calls himself pedo-romantic. Dating only, no sex. He didn't do him any harm at all, did it? Didn't fuck him up beyond all. He said, I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I bet you did, yeah.
And now, not only do they support each other with the idea of fucking kids, they also have to stand up for the bestiality community and the necrophiliacs. Now, do you know what? Out of those three, I'd sooner give the necrophiliacs a pass because at least the people there fucking don't care.
Yeah.
Not too nice for the family if you catch someone hanging out a grandma. But the dead, okay? Fucking your dog or fucking a kid, or even if you don't do it, just sat there thinking about it and having a wank, you filth. I haven't got it in me. I've tried to see it from the perspective, well, you know what, if they're not acting on it, we do need to support them to get therapy. But they've been reading the trans activist handbook, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And they're trying to insert themselves into it in the same way. And they're gaining allies. Now, I spoke to a guy who was gay. And he said, look, the maps were trying to get in on Pride. And he was fucking furious. Because, of course, gay people are going to be furious. Not only because they're paedophiles, but the stigma of gay men always being linked to paedophilia.
Yeah, that was that for years, wasn't it? When they got rid of
it's like a lot of paedophiles are attracted to young people of the same sex, but they're not like, they're not the same as the gay folks you get in the gay village that just want to go and have a really good time. They're not the same, and they've had to deal with that stigma for years. And now these motherfuckers want to put MAP or P on LGBTQ, paedophile. Now, again, in Twitter, this is finding support, and this is genuinely real. Go and do a search on MAP, NOMAP, Pro-CMAP. There's all manner of... It's not nice. It's really fucking bad.
We need to get Milo involved, you're right.
Yes, Milo would be very good for the patriarchy party. Message deleted by the Google moderator team.
It's happy dog, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
I don't need to say anything beyond that.
That's a given. But it's like, what else did I find on Twitter? A guy that defended fucking his dog because he said the dog likes it.
Yeah.
If it didn't, he wouldn't let me do it. Well, yeah, what? It's a subservient fucking animal.
How do you feel about? And I know this has happened. Men that fuck dogs, but only receive. So in their mind, it's not abuse.
Oh, do you know what?
So they just present for the dog.
I've tried so hard to be, because you know me personally, and I'm very much a live and let live kind of guy. I've never give a fuck whether you're gay, straight, trans, Jew, Gentile, Muslim. I couldn't give a fuck. If you're an okay person and you don't go out your way to hurt other people, I don't genuinely care. Now, I have mentioned I'm becoming less tolerant as I get older.
You keep saying it, yeah.
And it's true because it's burning me now. And it's again, I've got to realize I'm not less tolerant against people of colour, against religions, against sexualities, just assholes. And if you want to be fucked by dogs or fuck dogs, I've got no fucking time for you. If you're a paedophile, I just don't give a fuck. If I had the trigger warning mincer, I would have to put you in. I don't care if the rest of the time you're a great person, because I would always know that you sit around dreaming about fucking kids.
Yeah.
And I also know that so far, there's nothing we can do about that. Well, if they don't offend, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Would you trust them with your kid?
It's hard, man. A lot of the therapy doesn't really go anywhere.
I can't. I struggle even being logical. I've tried, like I say, the logical approach of they're not offending. Some of them say, I couldn't ever hurt a child. I couldn't do it. But then I see some of them discussing consent, and I'm thinking, how much of this is lip service? How much of this is saying the right thing to legitimise a movement? And I can't believe I'm sat here talking about a movement to legitimise paedophilia. Now, if I can make this work, which it's been switched off for an hour, so there's every chance this won't come on again till tomorrow. But apparently you've not even got to call it legitimising paedophilia. Let me find it. I don't really want to read names out all the time because it doesn't seem fair. But this is Sheila van der Heuvel Collins. Greedy fucker with the names. Van der Heuvel. Normalising paedophilia. The phrase is so linguistically senseless that it immediately lowers my opinion of the speaker. People who use this buzz phrase are interested in outrage, not learning, and not preventing child sexual abuse. Point of order, lady. Of course I'm interested in outrage. You're talking about paedophiles. And I think a very easy way of preventing a good deal of child sexual abuse is to not tolerate paedophiles. I may be old-fashioned in this. Apparently, what this person would like to normalise is society's response to MAPs. And they give examples. MAP. Mum, I'm attracted to kids. Mum, I know. I could have told you that 2 months ago. Here are some other MAPs you might want to get in touch with. Let me know if you ever want to talk about it or if you want to see a therapist. So, if your child is a paedophile, encourage them to mix with other paedophiles.
Yeah, create networks then. The bad thing.
Didn't we break, smash pie because of this?
Yeah.
MAP. Doctor, I'm attracted to kids. This could all be taken out of terrible context.
No,
Therapist. Are you comfortable with that? Is there anything related to the attraction you'd like to talk about? MAP. I'm attracted to kids. Friend. Oh. Okay. Do you feel better if we stay away from parks and things? Or are you comfortable around kids? MAP. I'm good. Let's go to the skate park. Really? Really? See, the friend goes, should we stay away? No, let's go to the skate park. Yeah, because that's what everyone wants. What you're doing? I'm taking the pedo to the skate park.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
It's not finished. Map. I'm attracted to a student. I thought I could teach them because they were below my AOA. I'm really uncomfortable.
Age of attraction.
Principal. That student is with a lot of friends, so it might be better to move you. Do you foresee any problems if we switch you to Class B? So, a teacher is supposed to go to a principal, a headmaster, or mistress, or whatever they call them now, head person, and say, I don't half want to rattle the back out of one of their fucking kids. Right, we'll just move you to another class.
We'll just get a different age group, and then we'll just hope that you don't develop any crushes.
She's not finished.
Oh, God.
Map. I'm attracted to kids. Would you be interested in trying to age play? Partner. Potential partner. Not my cup of tea, thanks. But I know someone who's really into it. Would you like to be introduced to them? Who the fuck writes this shit? In what universe does this happen?
Can you imagine? You imagine your first date, you're there in Weatherspoons.
You swipe right or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You're going to meet up at like the Spoons.
I should probably mention before we go any further, I'm into kids.
And the response is, well, I don't really want to do age play, but I know someone that does.
Oh,
they don't know. Nobody knows anyone that does, but unless you're a pedo. No one would hang out with it. I've got a friend that likes fucking kids as well.
Yeah.
I'll put you together.
I wish you'd said on the Tinder. I would have brought him. Oh, what we doing?
Map. I'm attracted to kids. Even though I know the risk is small, I don't want kids of my own. Other people's. Potential life partner. I really want a family. And I don't think there's any risk. We both need to be on board, though. Friends? You don't think there's any risk? Someone's told you. And what universe is this woman's in?
I don't know.
You're looking at the rest of your life with someone going, look, it's only a small risk that I'd fuck the kids. But it's probably best to avoid it. And then, I reckon we should go for it anyway.
Anyway, I'm taking the day off. Enjoy work. I will be fine.
Map. I want to see what's all the fuss about CSEM. What's that?
CSEM. Don't know.
We're going to have to look that up now because we're not up on these things.
CSEM.
No internet. I'm not connected.
No, I can't. No, there's nothing. It's all...
Well, whatever it is, friend says no. Not good. Here's a list of resources we got in health class. Let's find you a legal option that doesn't cause any harm. Whoa. Is this about fucking kids? If someone goes to the friend and goes, I'm going to see what all this fuss is about with these kids. No one says, would you like to know what I learned in health class? But apparently, this is the kind of normalising this person wants to do. So we all deal with paedophiles in a better way.
I can't Google that shit, man.
Instead of saying, because if someone said to you, that's the one that got me. Okay, we're looking at a life together, darling. Rest of our lives. But I've got to tell you that if we have kids, there's a small risk. I might sexually abuse them. I don't think you will. It's fine. If anybody says there's a small risk, they're going to fuck the kids. They're going to fuck them.
Yeah.
End of.
Just the fact that you're saying it is
small. Like... It's only a small risk. How do we quantify this risk? How small is the risk? Because my idea of unacceptable risk of fucking kids is anything that's above 0. I would have thought.
Do any of them on your little travels that I've just had a slight glimpse of that was horrible? Do any of them advocate for sort of like, medical sterilisation or?
No, they don't believe in that. This is one I don't understand. You'll have to translate this. But anyway, this is the person who had a sexual encounter when they're younger that didn't know harm. Kiddyphile, his name is on Twitter. I've reported the account to see what would happen. Nothing.
Really?
I just wanted to know what would happen if I reported. And that's well. BL and GL, don't know what that means. Age of attraction, 7 to 13. This is in their profile, by the way. Only dating, no sex. Always looks at the younger side of life. Paedophile rights activist. Pedo-romantic. Open for DM.
See, I found it now. The CSEM is child sexual exploitive material. So photographs, videos. I'm going to get flagged just for searching this shit,
That's
man.
why I said my internet was off. So Twitter, a platform that will censure and censor you for misgendering somebody. For recently, somebody called someone a cunt and copped a fucking ban.
Yeah, it happens. You call the blue tick a cunt, you get banned.
Which is funny because people call me a cunt all the time. Where's my protection, dude?
Do you report them though?
No, do a fuck.
Well,
Is that where I'm going wrong?
Blue ticks, I think, have got a bit more weight for reporting things.
I just
like
say,
that.
lol, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Lol,
You
yeah.
know it. But paedophiles are allowed to. This is all off Tumblr, like you said, isn't it? They've all poured there off Tumblr.
Well, they got banned from Tumblr, so they've all come on Twitter now. They were on Mastodon and all that for a while, but it's just a shit show, innit? So they're all on Twitter and tolerated for some reason. I mean, here's the thing though, man. What annoys me about them being tolerated is how many other people are getting banned for things like misgendering. You can
Simple answer: there should be zero tolerance for paedophiles. Now, you know my personal thoughts on censorship for anything political.
Even Gab fucking gets rid of child porn. You know, like
Gab doesn't like porn. Full stop.
no.
There should be zero tolerance for paedophiles because everything about them is harmful and toxic and terrible. And their fantasy is about fucking kids and destroying lives.
Yes.
And they can rattle on about consenting. There are no consenting sexual relationships between children and adults. There aren't. End of story. You can tell me this is a ridiculous social construct. It's a good one. It's a good one. Because it's physically harmful and it's mentally disastrous. And they end up like fucking kiddophile on fucking Twitter here. You know? And is the person I didn't want to say about stupid. Don't pick it up with that fucking hand, you stupid arsehole.
Oh no. You moved all these with it as well, didn't you?
I fucking twatted it off the car the other day as well. That was this is from someone called Fluffy Map. Fluffy Map. Fluffy paedophile. Big thread. I've been discussing with both anti-contact and pro-contact. Discussing with pro-contact people that think, well, I don't want to hurt kids. I just want them to consent to me fucking them. That's pro-contact people. For the compelling arguments of both sides to figure out the misconceptions. What misconceptions could there possibly be? Here we are. One thing I can say for sure, this is fluffy. Say for sure is that no pro-contacts have a desire to actually hurt children. The main argument they have is that children can consent under some specific situations. That should not be ignored. And well, I was one of those. I had sexual relationships as a minor that I consented for and still don't regret, but I ended up as a paedophile. May or may not be related. It's related.
Yeah.
It damages you. He didn't say paedophile, by the way, he said map. What he means is paedophile. I've read controversial scientific papers and personal stories alike. The papers have been universally scrutinised. There is a stigma inside the field itself against any research that might show that children can consent because they can't. They're children. It doesn't matter. It's not a science thing. It's fucking society and moral. A child cannot consent. As for the stories, many of them have happy endings. Child gets in a relationship with an adult. Adult treats them well. Everything is fine. Many of these stories also end with the child growing up to regret everything. Many end with trauma too. The science and all this points out that the relationship with the child is a gamble. Already, so I know you're not allowed, I'm not advocating violence, but Fluffy, you'd be well in the fucking mincer.
Yeah. Maybe in an actual mincer, actually, at this point.
I've got a child.
Yeah. So, you just want to risk that, do you? You want to risk...
Of course, it can end up fine. but there are many variables that need to be taken into consideration. Does sexual education allow a child to give consent earlier? Does the stigma of society for these kids of relationship influence the regret? Fuck off! You filthy fucking dirty paedophile! There's no other way about it! A child cannot consent. If a child gets fucked, it's fucked for fucking life! If adults are raped, it destroys their lives. Raping the child... How can an 8-year-old consent to sex with an adult? How is that? How can that even be something you can logically look at and go, well, maybe it'd be okay. Bit of a gamble. Bit of a gamble. The only gamble is you get caught or don't. That's the only gamble. The kid is changed for life. How can a child consent to something it doesn't fully understand and shouldn't fully understand? It's a child. Should be playing with toys and playing Fortnite and fucking Roblox. Not with a paedophile's cock. And these are all, mostly men, by the way. Overwhelmingly men.
Yeah, well, of course it is. Yeah. You've been playing Fortnite, haven't you, Aidan?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
I don't use the mic, though, because there's a small risk. Here we go.
Hello, children.
We should push for more sex education, pushing for research, youth rights to get fucked by older men, I imagine. And even if they are ultimately wrong about it, they play an important part in the acceptance of maps. There is a concept called the Overton window. We are judged against the best and the worst things. The best. What are the best? How are paedophiles judged against the best? Someone said it before when talking about Shadman. His art may be nearly universally disgusting, but it enables the milder fetish art to thrive because it's not as bad as Shadman. This technique is used in politics all the time when someone pushes for a very controversial law, and after a lot of backlash, it is reworked into a compromise. The compromise was the objective all along, 4D chess. Pedos playing 4D chess. And were it offered before the controversy, it wouldn't have been accepted. Bottom line is, more research is needed. Research that may help both in primary prevention and in the treatment of victims of CSA. We anti-Cs are not aligned with the ultimate goal of the pro-Cs, but the path they are pushing is beneficial to us. So the path the pro-contact paedophiles are ploughing, along with the kids, is beneficial to those nicer paedophiles.
So they're saying the really open people get to advocate it loudly
Even
and proudly.
if you don't like them, they are doing their job to change public opinion in our favour. Their goal is not just preventing child abuse, but to detect when it is abuse and when it isn't. Detect when it is, when it isn't. If anybody doesn't see this as massively fucking sinister, and I mean massively sinister, that paedophiles are going, these really extreme boys are great because it's going to make us see good, and we might get them to look at the age of consent thing again as well, because, you know, maybe people could consent a little bit younger than 16, you know, I don't know, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That's where this is going. And this is happening on a public platform that won't let you talk about fucking gender. They won't let a woman say she knows what a woman is.
Yeah.
Because they get fucking banned.
Or just women say, you know what, I'd like to have a woman's only space so I don't get raped.
I've seen a woman that I follow and she follows me back. She's had cancer. Men saying, I hope it kills you because she's a TERF.
Right, yeah.
Hope you die in a fire because you're a TERF. None of this shit is acceptable. Yet you got this thriving. And now you could say, well, they allow freedom of expression on that platform. But is that really freedom of expression when it's people that are advocating for looking into how to lower the age of consent for sex? I don't believe it is.
Are we allowed to be nasty to Andrew Bell again yet?
He was very nice to us.
He was very nice to us, wasn't he?
But yeah, you can if you want.
All right. Oh, I hear Andrew. You're all right, mate.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. He's not said anything stupid yet, so we're all right. The temptation isn't there to go, what the fuck are you talking about, dickhead? So it's easy to be nice. But yeah, thanks, Andrew. He's one of the good ones.
Arminius Calgacus says most damaged adults were abused by women at the root, except most child sexual abuse, which is what we're talking about, is done by men.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're getting at there. I mean, yeah, women do abuse. I mean, they certainly do, especially with not having men in the house. Just not having two parents is a form of abuse. But paedophilia is generally men passing on to other men. Usually, not always.
No, but keep this in mind, guys. All the shit you can get banned for, all the shit. We know. I've been apparently one of the few blue ticks that's been suspended a few times. Because I get that thrown at me, you blue tick, you fucking lefty, you're looking at this. But you don't get banned, do you? It's all the fucking time. All the time. And remove that post and we'll let you come back. Yeah, I'll get right on that. And yet, somehow, paedophiles, bestiality.
I can't even handle it.
Furries. I just don't like them. I think they're creepy.
What happened with Milo and the furries?
I don't know.
I know he's going to the convention, isn't he? Did you know about this?
Furries, you know what I mean? Furry, I couldn't give a fuck. If two consenting adults want to dress as dogs and fuck each other, it's none of my business. I think it's creepy, but it's not my business. You know, I don't have to like that. The idea of gay sex is repulsive to me, but it doesn't mean I think everyone should stop doing it. If you enjoy a length of cock, go get all the cock you can get and fucking be happy. Live your best life. May it be full of cock. But there is a problem. Have you seen the furry community like on Twitter as well? It all came off Tumblr, and it's all little fucking puppies and kittens, and it's just this weird kind of transference. And they're like, well, it's only artwork. Yeah, but clearly you like watching young things fuck.
Yeah, apparently the foxes are the sluts in the community. Oh, I don't know. I've only got Daily Beast.
Was it which website was it? Was it Something Awful, or was it one of the others? They had the Holocaust. I'm going back. I think it was like turn of the century.
Right.
I played Second Life a bit. You know, like around 2003, 2004, and a lot of Something Awful came in there, and I made a few really cool friends. I mean, they were cunts. They were terrible arseholes, but they were really funny. One made me a griefing stick, and it fired these little balls in Second Life, but anyone it touched got booted out the game.
What the fuck? How could you even
do that? But it left their avatar there naked, but booted them out the game. They just got logged out.
That's very irritating.
I had the best time with that. I had to, because there was no grief report tools back then.
Right, yeah.
So I was there. He said, here's your pimp cane, use it wisely. But they did the Holocaust where they created it. They said, all right, furries, there's your own forum. And all the furries joined, and for months they were there building a community. And then the Holocaust happened where one night the admins just fucking banned all of them at once. Fucking thousands of furries. And that was the Holocaust. So the creepy, but if the grown people that just want to fuck each other wearing costumes.
Well, that's how Milo got involved, because there's quite a large chunk of the furry community that are that way minded. They're just libertarian people that love doing that, and loads of them are conservatives. And
don't judge me. I just like dressing as a dog while a gorilla fucks me.
So they really get on with Milo. They've been on his TV show. He interviews them. They love him. So that's why he was going to go to the convention. But obviously, the people that run the conventions are weird, woke, probable paedophiles. I don't know
I'd want to go to a furry convention because imagine the smell. The smell alone. All these sweaty people all aroused. No.
Fuck you, Andrew. I hated cats before this movie, long before this movie. Have you seen the new Cats movie? Have you seen the reviews? It's like people are giving it like 0 stars. And
I found the trailer to be a very tough wank.
The reviews read like, you know, like a Holocaust documentary. The way they describe it, they're really harrowing, like beyond bad. Which means I'm going to have to watch it now just to know.
Star Wars has been a bit hit